I'm in search of a mature woman. You know I like,
And I
I
just
can't hide it,
Oh,
honey. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it, huh?
Yeah, man, that was pretty
I
good.
was so nervous until we did that.
I know, it was impromptu, man, right there.
Well, you know, that's why I usually sing in the shower, too. Welcome.
You go in the shower fully clothed? That's weird.
Well,
You're ashamed of yourself.
I can't even look at myself in the mirror. Oh, my God.
Hi, how you guys doing? Welcome to
That
Tangents.
Sing away. It's a Tangents with Nate and Todd. And I'm Todd.
And I'm Nate.
And don't forget, you can call us at 315 Toy Road.
Toy Road. I love that.
Wait a minute.
number.
I've got to get. Now, I have to open up my. The Gmail. Is that it?
Google Voice.
The Google Voice, yeah.
Google. I think it's on here because I think we tested it. So we should be good to go.
That's
So
right.
you can call me. My phone is up and going. And you can actually talk to us. 1-315 Toy.
Toy Road.
As in sex toy. And road. As in.
Have you driven over the roads lately? This is how it's like driving on my road.
Oh, geez. Which is one of the things we want to talk about. Two things. We want to talk about the yin and the yang,
Yin and the yang.
the hot and the cold, and we're going to start with the negative here.
If this is the first time you've ever watched, this is a show about nothing. This is the Jerry Seinfeld of podcasts.
Right.
We
And
just go
I've
off on
got a
tangents.
knife.
He's got a knife, and now I'm scared.
Afraid to use it.
Because this line right here, it's not very. wait. Let's see if we can. Oh wait, you're gonna go down. Okay, wait, right there, ready to go. Wait a second, that's weird. What's going on? It's definitely not.
That's good shit right there.
It's not set up right.
Let me tell you what.
I think they compensated for your height
that
and my shortness.
that is some good.
Because you do seem awfully short.
That's some good podcasting right there.
That was so weird.
Wow, I'll be damned. That's some kind of special effects they got nowadays.
That was weird. See, again, this is exactly what you're gonna get when you watch this show or listen to this
that
show.
was so stupid. Yes.
Hey, speaking of the show,
Yes, that
did you
soul-
put the SD card in here?
I did, but I probably forgot to hit record.
Well, it wants to like format it.
Sure,
so-
format it.
Okay.
I just hit the menu button.
And that sultry
No,
voice
it's already
you're
there.
hearing.
Like it was telling me
Oh, yeah.
it wanted to format.
We have a special gift for Day today.
Yeah, we
right
signed
there. We signed this. And what this is the Shure microphone. It is the instructions for the rack mounting kit, which is very
that.
That's a lot. It's great stuff to know how to do.
It's you can't put a price on that.
And
Seriously,
and
you can't,
Nate
because
and I
it's a little
signed
piece
the
of
back
paper.
of it. And Day, we want to give this to you as a token of our appreciation.
Oh man, but I want you to just hold that in front of your camera. It white balanced it perfectly.
That's why I did that.
To
Brightness
skin.
levels went down too.
Perfect.
Here, Nate, you need to hold this.
I'm good. I've got a nice.
So-
I got a nice little complexion.
I
going.
know. Day acts like she's not excited, but I know she is. So you're welcome, Day. You're welcome. That is Day Snyder.
Why are you giving out my last name on the internet? What are you doing?
Listen, you're already all over social media, anyways.
You're not supposed to say that either.
She's a very private person.
Your name's like a venereal
She wouldn't
disease.
even let us
it's
put-
all over.
She wouldn't even let us put a camera on her.
No, she's shy like that. But it's great 'cause we do have a mic on Day now, which
Yes.
is good.
It's a cool mic too. We're gonna have to take a picture of it.
To be fair, we've had a mic a couple of times, but
Yes.
you just couldn't hear me anyway.
Now it's coming through much clearer. But anyways, before we run out of time, we're taking
Hey, Dave.
like I said, we're going to talk about the yin and the yang, the hot and the cold, the negative and the positive, and that is we're just going to start with the negative here. And one of the things as I was walking in today was I hate winter. I'm a very upbeat kind of positive person. I try to be positive, look on the bright side, blah blah blah. This is a time of year I hate winter. Hate's a strong word. I don't like using it, but I do use it right now. Because it's like, gotta drive anywhere. I mean, it just sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I
Are
don't
you a
mind
winter
it.
person? Do you like winter? Does it bother you? Or just,
I used to really like it because I used to be into snowboarding and stuff
Right.
like that. Not so much. I think it's because of the age. We're getting older, and it slows you down a lot more, But I will say I don't like it super hot. I used to live in Florida for about 4 or 5
Yeah.
years, and the one thing I did not like about Florida, I mean, I guess, and this is probably the linchpin for me. I lived there for 4 or 5 years, but
Yeah.
it did not feel like that. It felt like maybe just a year, because there isn't really much of a season change. There's a hot and not so hot. You know what I mean?
Right.
And next thing I know, 5 years went by, and I'm like, what did I do? Like, because it was just always the same. And
So what you're saying is,
So
I
here-
hate winter and you hate Florida.
well, I don't. So I need something a little bit in the middle right now. You know what I mean?
I want to live Chile.
I love chili.
Chile
Wait,
in South America.
oh, you mean I was thinking of the
I was
food.
just reading about this golfer who was from Chile, and he says the weather is like California but better, all year
Really?
round. So I'm moving to Chile. Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? Call me. 315 Toy Road. Who's coming to Chile?
Tori says that, which is my wife, by the way, that she hates winter and yell at my husband to move south. Tell him, don't yell at him.
I don't want to. I've talked to my wife. I'm 47. She's 48. I'll be 48.
Missy's
here.
in there.
Missy's. Oh yeah.
Hi, Missy.
She says like Florida, and we talk about like where we like to stay, and like I'm thinking more like out west somewhere, like
Ooh.
Arizona.
It's
maybe,
like drier
maybe
out there.
Texas. Yeah. Where Florida's kind of because
It's humid.
I'm a little arthritic. So
What's that? What's
that,
Todd?
yeah, my knees don't work as quite as well as they used to.
like there's a wind's coming.
But I still get a TP in the morning. I tell you that, there, Mr. Man.
We can't go a show without him telling us this. We'll keep it. I'm gonna start keeping a tally right here. Oh, look at there's
Tori, over there.
over there.
Tori says she could do Viagra.
What?
Or
No, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. I knew it was something like
Virginia
that.
or the Carolinas.
So, yeah, I mean, I like Florida too. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, anywhere you go, it's gonna be really hot during the summer. And I wouldn't, I want to test it. I would want to see, is it gonna really bother me not having snow for Christmas? I don't think it would.
No,
I don't think
it
it
really
would.
didn't matter when I lived down there for Christmas time. It didn't seem like it was that big of a. Actually, you could do so many more things. See, I'm already talking myself into it again.
See, Tori, I'm suggesting. Well, my wife's father lives in Kentucky, and that's kind of not too bad.
Kentucky.
Because it's not real cold. Oregon's not a bad place to go. Where they get snow, but I mean they get like an inch of snow, and it's a big deal. And the temperatures are usually pretty mild. My daughter lives in Boston, and she just got was it like 60-some degrees the other day?
In Boston?
Yeah, but then they're going to get pummeled, so
Yeah,
I don't want to live there.
they're gonna yell.
But I was talking to my service rep from Raleigh, North Carolina, and the guy's telling me, well, I talked to a girl yesterday, and she's like, yeah, it's like 70 here. And I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, shut your mouth.
And then I'm talking to this guy today, and he's like, yeah, it's like 80 right now today, but tomorrow's supposed to be like 30 and freezing rain.
You ever notice you get on the phone with like reps, any type of, and they're like, oh, so you're in New York. Oh, is it cold there? We don't get that kind of cold. And it's like, they're like
No.
from LA or something. Oh, it happens all the time over at
It's
the chamber.
not
And I'm
too
always
bad.
like, yeah, it's cold because we're in the North Country. And it's just
That's
like,
why nobody lives here.
they're like, oh, it would be so bad if it was 60 degrees here. I would be so cold. And I'm like, shut up.
All right, well, this is the reason why we hate winter. But let's change gears.
Curtis, he just said it, 80 in Raleigh today.
Yeah, but exactly, Curtis. Thank you for Curtis. I worked with Curtis at a radio station. He's now a bigwig for ESPN or something like that.
Oh.
See, I knew he'd go places.
Syndication, maybe? Hmm.
See, I know
Hey,
people.
let's talk about sports. Hey, sports!
sports.
How
I'm talking
about-
about sports.
How about that Super Bowl?
How about some athletic supporters? The new athletic supporter is amazing.
I was rooting for the Mets the whole time during Super
I
Bowl.
tell you what, I said Yankees all the way, and they finally did it.
I did watch the halftime show a little bit, and then I,
I thought
watched
that
the
was
end.
stupid.
I mean, I didn't have really an opinion. I'll be
I don't-
honest.
Well, yeah, yes, I agree. It was vaguely entertaining, although I rather have seen Janet Jackson's breast than Adam Levine's.
Well, that's a big thing
but-
right now. Everybody's like, "Oh, talk about double standard."
But it's true. I say let them fly. If guys can show off their breasts, why not women?
Isn't it like
I don't have
New
a
York-
problem with
I think
that.
in New York you can.
Isn't it? In Canada, they have, you can go topless in Canada, women can?
I
You
don't know.
can in New York State too, but a lot of people don't know that. Even police don't know that.
That's
Well,
true.
gosh dang it, I'm going to go topless in New York State.
Watch out.
I won't do it right now for you. I promise.
All right, so I'm gonna stop you guys right there for
Okay.
a
All
moment.
right,
Let's
stop
listen
us.
today.
Let's listen today.
Yes.
What you got?
So, after the live stream ends, if you want to be able to rewatch this, or if you haven't been able to see it yet, you can subscribe to our Patreon for $1. $1 and see the polished version of these podcasts or
Polished
live
like a
streams.
turd.
There's a lot of polish. Speaking of turd, I just farted.
It's like spray painting a turd.
And don't forget that you can always listen for
Lipstick
free
on a pig.
on iTunes, Spotify, or SoundCloud. And if you'd like to support the show, besides becoming a patron, you can go right over to
Patron.
streamlads.com, Tangents with Nate and Todd, and you can see some really neat merchandise.
Wow.
I have a new logo I want to try out.
Like
Actually, I want to get people's opinion right now. What do you guys think of this on a shirt?
That looks so 80s.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. What do you guys think? It was something I was dabbling with.
What year were you born?
77.
77. Okay, so
Yeah.
the 80s were pretty big
80s.
for you.
That was my jam, man.
That was-
That was my. Ain't no one gonna break my stride. Ain't no one gonna slow me down. I like that song. This is a nice 80s song.
Me, it
Is
was-
it Matthew Sweet or something like that?
Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your boys. We'll get wild, wild, wild.
Yeah. Actually, we had so I do trivia each week, and one of the questions of the pop quizzes, I said,
Yeah.
maybe let's see if we'll see if you know it, and we'll see if the audience knows
Okay.
it. Actually, I know Tori knows it already, and Day, but okay. Aerosmith, they had their hit song "Dude Looks Like a Lady."
Yes.
Who was it about?
I thought it was Steven. Something about Steve. I know this story.
Yeah, it's. I had this last night, and it's.
It's not about a specific person, though. I
Yeah,
don't
it
think,
was
was
about.
it?
Yeah, it was about a specific person about around the time that came out, about some of those bands that were coming out that time.
Right, because I mean, let's face it. I mean, I remember when Poison came out. I said those are some hot-looking chicks.
You were on the right track, but no.
Bon Jovi, Whitesnake.
What does that say? It looks like Doritos.
Yes, your. It does look like Doritos.
What does?
Your tangents thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for dashing his dreams, Tina.
Nah.
Rip it off. That's it. We're done. I thought I was on to something original and unique. So finish the story.
The story. I forgot where we were at.
Do look like a lady.
Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna say if anyone, because there's a delay, so I didn't want to give it right away. But
Oh,
yeah,
come on, just give it up.
you want to know? Oh, she's smiling. She's laughing.
She's-
Okay, so the answer, Vince Neil from Motley Crue.
I could believe that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because
yeah.
when they were when they came out, they were doing that kind
Well,
of thing.
when especially Theater of Pain record, which was the now let's go into some deep detail here. Back in
deep cuts.
1982, 83, they had their first album, Too Fast for Love, and then Motley Crue came out with Shout at the Devil, which was their major label release from Elektra Records.
I'm sitting here looking for my my reading glasses. I was like, and technically, it was 1987 in the
Anyways,
January.
It was about 83, 84 when Shout at the Devil came out, and it was a gatefold album. So you open it up, and there was the 4 pictures of the members of Motley Crue, and they had the full 80s regalia. It was the makeup and the hair and all that stuff. And I remember showing it to my parents Thanksgiving Day. And it,
They're like, "What are you, some kind of weirdo?"
well, no, I'm showing it to them like, those guys are girls. That's basically what.
Yeah.
Oh, those are guys, Dad. They're tough. Look at them.
They're like, "All
There's
right."
no breast on them. Because Vince Neil, he had no shirt on,
Right.
and he had this leather thing that just kind of covered his nipples. And then I started to doubt myself. I'm like, maybe they are girls.
Should I like them? I'm confused.
I'm confused. Maybe that was our problem.
I've been seeing a lot of people posting pictures lately, like Throwback Thursdays and stuff, and it's like I look at some of the hairstyles, like the mullet specifically.
Oh my god!
And sometimes the mullet was literally they would just like cut the line out of their like just above their forehead, and then straight around the sideburns, and then straight on long hair in the back, and it's like, what possessed us to say that was okay? Like, who was like, hey, this is cool. This is cool. Let's rock this.
everything happens for a reason.
You're right.
And I just want to show you a.
If you guys want to call, 315-869-7623. You can let us know what you had for dinner. If it was weird, you could tell us. Oh, jeez. Is this your chunky older brother?
That'd be my much younger brother.
I want to say you look like Bubbles now. Oh, Jesus Christ, Julian.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
Now I gotta find a picture.
No, I'm pissed.
We're going to have to post that. We'll have to post that on social media.
Ricky, I told you, you can't be going to smoking the weed.
Jesus Christ, Ricky.
That kind of sounds like Yoda.
Jesus Christ, Julian.
I love Bubbles.
Little kitty.
What was the song he sang? I played it one night on the radio. The hell? Anyways. Can you play it, Day? Can you play the Bubbles song?
No, she can't.
You can't play that on there?
I'd have to find it.
Can I play it
Can
on
we
my
play
phone?
it? Are we allowed to play it? We may
Who
not be.
gives a shit?
Not more than 15 seconds, I think it is.
You know what I've been thinking?
Yeah.
I've been thinking, and that's usually a dangerous thing.
What's that?
We should take karaoke versions of songs and just make our own. That would be fun, huh?
That would be fun.
Let's ask the audience just to give us a one-word topic, and we each give us a couple, and we each have to make, and we'll have a competition. I'll make one, you make one, and we just record it with the karaoke backtrack,
Right.
and we use our own lyrics on a topic.
Well, I do that a lot.
Then it shouldn't be a problem.
Trailer Park Boys.
You can give us a call at 315. I forgot the number. Toy Road. That's it.
Toy Road.
Toy Road.
This guy remember Toy Road.
Toy Road.
Oh,
we say it?
liquor and whores. That's what it was. Liquor and whores. What a great song.
Toy says dryer lint.
I'm gonna fucking play this thing.
Why is it only coming through one?
I don't know. It's trying to go through the other one.
Fucking E minor in there. I won't play because I don't want to get in trouble.
We'll get taken down.
What about
those guys are awesome? Hey, have you checked out the show Letterkenny?
No.
Oh, you gotta check that. It's on Hulu.
I got Hulu. I just got Roku.
So Letterkenny, I think it's a Canadian-based show, but it's got that same premise as almost Trailer Park Boys or even. Have you ever watched Schitt's Creek?
I was just gonna say.
Schitt's Creek is
Canadian,
awesome
because it has Eugene Levy in it
and his son.
And his son,
Daniel.
and he's of course he's Canadian. I'm thinking this got to be like a Canadian Arrested Development kind of show.
That's got to be the best show on television.
We started watching Arrested Development, and then for some reason I kept coming back to Schitt's Creek just because it's Schitt's Creek. And it has Chris Elliott, who's the most absolute goofiest guy ever.
I gotta get a picture of my uncle. My uncle Randy, he actually went into a bar one time, and he just went. He didn't know that there was anything going on, and there was like an impersonation or costume contest, and he won for looking just like
Chris Elliott. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
And he's goofy just like him. Like, he's so funny. Like, I thought it was hilarious. Okay, so dryer lint and flat tires. Which one do you want?
Dryer lint or flat tires for like songs?
Our songs, yeah.
I'll go with dryer lint.
All right, I'll take flat tires.
What are we supposed to do now?
We're gonna do that for the next. Maybe in the next couple shows, we'll try to find.
No, grab the guitar now.
We could
Let's go.
We could use whatever song
I'm
we
ready
want.
now.
He's ready to go. Yeah, that's out of tune, by the way.
I
Wicked.
know how to tune a guitar.
Yeah, well, I've
I
heard
can
you.
tune a fish. I can tune a guitar.
You can tune a fish?
Fucking A right. Lint, dryer lint. I got all kinds of experience with dryer lint.
What'd you have for supper tonight?
I had chicken wings.
Day, will you show everyone what I had?
Now we're going to talk about food. Is that like, what is that?
I had shrimp cocktail with an apple pie.
Is this at home?
Yeah. Literally, I took a picture before I got here.
So you got shrimp cocktail.
And it was
Oh, there's a
leftover.
Roxy in the back. I
Yeah,
just noticed
My
her.
little puppy. Yeah.
But what was the what's
Well,
the
she's not
what's
puppy,
the
she's wicked
cocktail
little.
sauce? Does that have like plastic on it or something?
Yeah, because I'm lazy and I didn't pull the whole thing off.
Looks like barbecue sauce.
It's cocktail sauce. Well, that's
Isn't
what
cocktail sauce supposed to be red? That's not red.
I mean, it's red. It's not bad. It's
It
not.
depends how much.
It's not very good
Worcestershire
lighting,
Sauce
okay?
You have in there.
It's not very good lighting. It's fluorescent lighting. All right. I didn't color correct it. All right.
Well, I wonder.
That's what I had for dinner tonight. Have you ever eaten anything weird for dinner?
It's more like breakfast. You think about it. 'Cause
You've eaten weird breakfast?
Well, it's like people have pizza for breakfast, kind of thing. It's just
Do
normally
you
not
say
something
breakfast or do you say breakfast?
breakfast.
Have you ever heard someone say breakfast?
No,
It
maybe bubbles. I don't know.
I literally
Breakfast.
So I will, and I already have marble mouth and mispronunciate so many things. But I get self-conscious when I hear someone say something that I go,
Oh.
have I been saying it wrong my whole life?
No, it's breakfast.
Yeah, but I hear people say breakfast. They say it, and I don't know if they're wrong because I hear a lot of
Have you
people
ever
say it.
if you know anybody from Ogdensburg, have them say Ogdensburg.
What do they say?
They don't say the D. They say Ogdensburg.
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 Well, yeah, I think Ogdensburg. Yeah, I don't say the
I mean,
D.
it's not as bad as Madrid
Yeah, actually, someone just said that the other
or
night.
Norfolk.
Norfolk.
But
Governor.
it's just-
Governor.
oh my God, I would send stuff away for like voice trackers and stuff to say, and be like, "Come on down to Wadington."
Or a brasher.
Brasher. Oh, Brasher's very. Matter of fact, just before I left the radio station, I had to do. They had their winter carnival, so I was down there, and for one of their dinners, I was really mostly there to bring a speaker more than anything. They paid me to bring my speaker. It was okay. I'll do that. Whatever. And I was there with some comedians. They had a comedy night, which was really
Remember
fun.
that.
And the guys came in. He goes, so what's there to do in Brasher Falls? I said, well, first of all,
Never
let
been
me
there.
tell you, it's Brazier Falls. Don't say anything.
Helena.
Yeah, Helena. I know a girl named Helena.
The Berg. That's what Tina calls it. The Berg.
The Berg. You don't need to call it anything else.
O-Town.
We know all about it.
Mad Stop. P-Dam.
P. Diddy.
P. Diddy.
I P. Diddy'd a lot.
I was going to say, that's what happens when I turn 60.
But weird stuff for dinner. I mean, oh God. I mean,
I do this all the time.
I had
will.
broccoli one time.
I'll just find something in the fridge. I think for breakfast the other day, I had goulash and what was the thing that was with it?
Oh,
Goulash and a burrito that was left over from a couple nights ago from Taco Bell.
it's food, isn't
Warmed
it?
it up, and that was my breakfast.
See, I don't have any problem
or
with
breakfast for if those that you say.
I eat cookies.
You eat cookies for
for
breakfast?
breakfast.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
No, they're just sitting there, and I take them on my way out, and it's
that. Yep.
cookies.
Doritos for breakfast.
Yep.
Sometimes you got to have
Oh,
Doritos.
speaking of Doritos, have you
Las
guys had
Vegas?
Pockies?
Pockies?
Day, show the Pocky. It's like or Pockwai.
Oh, the Honda. Yeah, you just at
Oh
last
my
week. Are those
God.
hot?
They're so hot, and I'm a baby. I'm a freaking chicken shit when it comes to eating stuff that's hot. And Tori will, I mean, even if it's just a little spicy, I'm like, I was like, I need milk, and I grabbed these, and
I need milk.
I need milk. I grabbed these. I was like, I'll give them a try. It's ghost pepper. It can't be that hot, right?
Yeah, ghost pepper. It's like one of the hottest peppers out there.
They're
Anything
hot.
that says ghost in front of it and pepper after it is going to be hot.
They're hot, and I
I
so
wouldn't mind trying one. Though.
I messed with Caleb the other night, my youngest, and I put him in a bag of Doritos. And he goes, "Where are my Doritos?" I go, "Right here." Tori says, "Yeah, Tori,
Nice.
black pepper."
Nice.
Yeah, Tori just said,
Let's see here. Missy says, I may or may not have had Doritos and French onion dip for supper.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Black pepper makes him drink water. What a pussy.
I have sensitive taste buds, and I have a very heightened sense of smell. So every time you do fart, I smell it.
I just did.
Very heightened. Ask Day. Whenever I go into the office, I go, "What is that smell?" And she's like, "I don't know. I don't smell anything." I'm like, "There's something going on over here."
Yeah. And going back to Tina, Tina hates it when people call it the Berg. How about the Berg?
The bird.
Liquor and whore.
I
French-
agree with Tori right there. It's
What?
true.
French toast and ketchup?
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's ridiculous. That's the same people that put ketchup on their eggs. That's
delicious.
that's blasphemy.
French toast and ketchup?
Okay, so do you put ketchup on chicken?
No.
Depends on the chicken.
Depends on the chicken.
Yeah, like chicken patties, chicken nuggets. You eat ketchup with those.
No, I don't.
You're weird.
No, maybe like some duck sauce or
Ew,
little
gross.
soy sauce.
Oh, gross. I don't
First
like
of
either
all,
of those.
Sweet and
I,
sour.
I don't eat a whole lot of ketchup anymore because it's just high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, it's just sugar.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
do
listen
that.
to us being all health
Yeah.
conscious. Yeah.
Quite honestly, Ogdensburg. See, Ogdensburg. Tina got it right.
Ogdensburg.
But quite honestly, I enjoy like French fries, just French fries with some salt on them
Yeah.
and pepper. I do like a little pepper.
little pepper.
Not so much to drive you nuts, probably, but probably does actually. But
I
there's
do.
pepper on here.
I just, it's hot. That's all. I'd be like, oh my god. That's it, man. I got sensitive taste buds. That's why we always get sweet and sassy wings because I gotta have the sweet.
Sweet and sassy.
Sweet and
Oh my god,
sassy.
it was so funny. We got hot wings from Rosario's one day
Mhm.
over at the chamber, and we're sitting there, and he eats one, and he's like, "Oh my god, these are hot.
They
these are really
were.
hot. These are really hot."
They
and
were
here I'm on like my 10th one. And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I wish they were a little hotter."
It's
Like,
because you guys are just numb to everything now. You've wasted away your taste buds.
like every
You've
time
ruined 'em.
every time I get them from Trombino's, which
Uh-huh.
usually Trombino's has the hotter of the hot wings
Right.
at both places, I still add my own bottle of hot sauce.
You're just a communist. That's all.
They have to be hot.
You probably put salt in your food before you even taste it too, right?
I don't. That's Ben. I don't do that.
Oh,
My
I
wife
hate
will
that.
do that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hate that. You know why? Because it's a compliment to the chef to at least taste it first to see if it needs.
Oh, they don't.
something.
Well, it's like when you order your steaks, medium rare, and that's it. You don't order anything different.
No.
Okay, am I well done? I can eat well done. Excuse me.
I do pan-
Excuse me.
ugh,
Excuse me.
pancakes and ketchup. That's just weird.
Pancakes and ketchup.
That's
That's a little odder because you don't have that like egg taste with it.
a little otter, like
Otter.
Like
yes, a little otter.
a little otter.
like an
Just
otter.
a little one. Just a little.
That's a
tiny
rabbit, I
one.
think. But
See, we are undiagnosed. No, we're gonna diagnose it. We are diagnosed ADD. We literally can't stay on topic. We can't. The slightest thing, like oh, something shiny. Ugh. Hey, if you want to call in, it's
I don't
315-869-7623.
think I put deodorant on. Today.
Did you just sniff your armpits?
Yeah, I did.
Or you can do 315.
Toy Road.
Toy Road.
Toy Road. Toy. Toy, as in boy,
We
but with a
picked it.
T in front, or boy toy, or sex toy, or.
Going back to winter.
I
Because you
hate
said Toy
winter.
Road. Do you live on a side road or do you live on a main
I
road?
live on a secondary road. Yes.
Secondary road?
Yes.
Is it a White House or? I'm just kidding. No. So you live on a secondary road.
Mhm.
Was it like terrible? You live in you like Potsdam area.
I
right?
live outside of Potsdam. I live actually within the town of Pierpont.
Oh, good old Pierpont, huh?
Yes.
Well, we live in the village, and the roads were so bad.
Yeah.
that- I mean, we're talking like there was potholes when there's no snow,
Mm-hmm.
but with the ice, it like created these like
I was driving.
what is it like caverns?
Yeah, I was driving over on East Orvis, East
Yeah,
Orvis,
so
East
bad.
Hatfield. I'm sorry. I was coming from the reservation. I was doing some work up there at the admin building, and I'm driving through. I went through South Racket, yeah, South or
Mhm.
North Racket. Anyways, I'm driving through, and I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah.
And it's like the ice was built up that far.
So, but
It's
like,
crazy. How
and
does
I
that
always,
happen?
so I always wonder, like, say you break something, like something breaks.
You're screwed.
It really falls on it's just
No.
you, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh
you.
man.
I saw one time. This was years ago when where was a Tractor Supply is now.
Yep.
Used to be the Seaway,
Seaway
Bowling Alley,
Mm.
and the bowling alley parking lot was really bad, and it had this like large pothole, and it was filled with it had rained a lot, but it was like deep. I mean, like a foot deep. And this guy had like a Chevette. I mean, he went in and couldn't get out.
It's like,
And I'm serious. I remember getting into the bowl. This was like in my early 20s. I just moved back to Messina, and I'm like, oh my god.
and you're like, oh my god, wish I had a Chevette like that.
I did have a Chevette like that, but I didn't. That's always taught me never to run over a pothole. They go, look, here comes the water.
You know, I saw once on social media, where they take and put plants or
Mm-hmm.
like flowers in potholes.
Yeah.
I want people to do that this year. I think of it. I want
Well,
yeah.
In Potsdam, we have the potty flowers there.
Yes,
the guy,
the
I
toilet bowl.
think they're awesome.
I think they're a niche, man. That's like
It's a
put you on the
niche.
map.
But people are like, oh my god, it's so ugly. I mean, he does it tastefully. I mean, as tastefully as you. But I mean, it's not like it's just random. I mean,
think I think it's the most proper form of protest that you could possibly do. A little ASMR for you.
I was like.
But I think it's the most the politest form of protest, and it actually has a little like sub context of art. You know what I mean?
Well, you
Like,
know what I say? It's like get the stick out of your ass, because it's to me it's not I don't think it's ugly. I don't think it's detrimental to our area. If anything, I think it drives my property. Like no, I think the value goes up because I think it's kind of cool.
I think the property value is going down because the economy's
Yeah,
crap.
There's nothing to
It's
do.
not the
because
toilets.
The guy's planting toilets with flowers in them.
Yeah, it's
and
not the toilets.
he does it artistically, and I just think it's pretty cool. That's my personal opinion, which doesn't mean diddly squat, but
Oh, and people just won't like things because they don't like people. So, no Miracle Whip with anything. What do you mean you don't like Miracle Whip?
I don't
Well,
care.
no,
I'm with
Tori,
you, Tina.
Tori had posted for more weird foods, Miracle Whip with saltines.
She wrote that.
Yes.
I don't like Miracle
see
Whip.
that.
I'm with you, Tina.
Ew.
Miracle Whip hater.
Miracle
I mean, to
Whip.
be
I don't like
fair, if you make your tuna fish with Miracle Whip instead of mayonnaise, and then you put it on, saltines, then it works.
You don't like Miracle Whip? You don't like Whip? Whip. I like Miracle Whip.
I
Both
like
of them are gross.
Hellman's. You don't like mayonnaise?
I love
No, not really.
Hellmann's.
The only instance that I will eat mayonnaise or Miracle Whip is when I make tuna fish. That's it.
How about like salad though? You
No.
like macaroni salad?
Oh, I guess I do like macaroni salad, but not if
Yeah.
it's not if it's like swimming in mayo. That's gross.
It's
Swimming in mayo. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's
I've
the
sailed the
tangy
seas of
zip.
cheese and I've swam the oceans of mayo.
Cheese.
Wait a minute, seas of cheese, ocean. Now, how about if that doesn't
Cheese
make any
curd.
sense.
You guys like? Do you
Oh
like?
my god, I love cheese curd.
I love cheese curd. I bought cheese
Cheese
curd this
curd.
week. There it
cheese
is.
curd.
I bought that this week. River Rat. Although that's all right. I love River Rat. All right.
Riverette cheeses, yeah.
Full disclosure. I love River Rat cheese. I think it's a horrible name. I just don't
Yep.
want to associate a rat with my food, but
you
I
know
love it.
how cute rats are.
No, I think they're terrible.
No.
I know
Dave-
you had rats.
Day likes
So
rats.
Day has rats. Or had.
Had. I don't
Had,
have any right
yeah.
now.
Should we do like a
I
moment of
remember when I
silence?
was working
No.
at the radio station, and we had rats in the radio station.
Not
Big old honking long tail.
not by
ugly
choice. Not by choice.
motherfucking-
though.
No, they're sitting there just running down the hallway, and I kid you not. And I'm thinking, what did I get myself into? And it was kind of like, we got rats in the studio. Oh yeah, okay, whatever.
We named him.
And I'm like, hello.
Typhoid.
And then it wasn't
don't
until
know if
one
that's-
day we had a ceiling tile out, and Joby was in the other studio. He comes running in. He goes, "There's a rat in the ceiling." And just stared at me.
It was like, are you gone yet?
Yeah, he's kind of like, "Hey, you gonna eat that?"
Stays looking for the rats.
I am. I gotta find a really cute picture though.
I guess I'm just not into vermin.
No, me neither. Although I did have a mouse.
They're like
run up my
rabbits.
pant leg.
I'm just trying to get Tori going. 'Cause
You don't
we
like
got
rabbits?
rabbits. We got rabbits.
You know, rabbits
All
make
right.
good eating because we were at this restaurant.
Oh, there's Days.
Dave's
This is
rat.
Squirrel, and she's adorable.
The irony that you named it Squirrel.
I know. And look at this one. There's one with a cookie on its head. Rats are cute. Rats
She used
are
to
cute.
bring these to the
Okay,
chamber
sure.
and was like, "Oh, you should hold it." And I'm like, "No."
For Halloween, people loved them.
For Halloween.
Yeah.
No.
And did you let the rat sleep with you?
Oh no.
Is that too far?
Too far? Too
That's
That's
far.
when you
too
Todd.
crush
far.
them.
Too far.
But they did here. They did help me with my work.
They did spread the plague.
Oh my God! I touched that keyboard. Ugh.
My cousin does pancakes and mustard.
That's gross.
That's
That is
what's so
just-
gross about that between French toast and ketchup and and then pancakes and mustard.
Tina, sorry, it's a no
Stop.
for me.
You need to see baby rats.
She's
My
Si-
son,
She's Simon Cowelled you.
my son wanted
no for
to.
me.
We got a chinchilla.
Oh yeah.
So this was like a couple years ago, and he's like, "Dad, is it okay if I get a chinchilla?" And I'm like, "What's a chinchilla?" And he's like, "Oh, it's like a gerbil." I'm like,
Then just get a
"Oh,
gerbil.
Sure, okay. You know, I said, "You sure you know anything about it?" He goes, "Well, I've done my research." Okay. Well, he's with his mother, and of course his mom's like, whatever. So they come home with this chinchilla. Well, come to find out, my wife started doing all this research. It's easy to find out when you just Google it. And they're a nocturnal animal, which means they're up all night long, and it's just like making noise.
Why would you want that?
Well,
Rats are
that's-
kind of like that too.
So we had the chinchilla for a little less than a week when he realized, yeah, it's got to go. So we ended up bringing it back. Well, he and his mom brought it back to the store. So
We had I can't remember. Tori will have to chime in. It was either a gerbil or a guinea pig or something.
Did it have a long tail?
I don't remember. I'm not into the vermin and the pet.
Oh.
The only pet I really acknowledge
How could you call this
are the
vermin?
kids and the dog.
That's
Remember
the
when-
cutest thing in the world.
remember when tails were popular? Did you ever have a tail?
You mean like the
Yeah,
hair? Yeah,
yeah.
I did.
A rat
I
tail?
had one of those in middle school. Don't ask me why.
I think she had one when she started working.
No, no.
I'm just kidding.
Day, do you have a tail? Are you hiding a tail? Is that it? Is that why you love tails so much?
Mm.
No,
I
we
gotta have a
had
tail.
we had something, and I can't remember what they named it, but I remember they put it outside
Well, technically,
to
we
clean
did have a tail.
or something, and they forgot it outside, and it died. It got a little too cold.
We've had that with goldfish. We're like, there was 4 in there. Where'd the other one go? Oh.
I didn't think it was that cold, but
But
apparently
we,
it was.
you know, at the end of our spine, we have the coccyx,
Mhm.
and we feel that a lot of people feel that it's just kind of the spine stops. We feel that that's where the
Where we use-
tail would then start to go.
What's the
off from there.
purpose of a tail, though?
Oh,
Balance.
Oh.
hit you with? For my dog to chew. We got a little puppy.
Oh, I did see the picture of the
yeah,
puppy.
we got a little puppy,
Aw.
and the puppy likes to chew its own tail.
God
So-
bless you. Because I don't think once the picture you saw Roxy, once Roxy's gone, I think that's it for me.
Well, we said that about our other
I
dog.
say that too. Yeah, probably.
It hasn't been quite 2 years yet, and my wife's like, "Oh, I want to get a dog," and I agree with her. I'm like, "Well, I kind of miss having the dog, but I'm not missing the
Yeah.
the work."
I swear it's like a crapshoot. Where did Roxy puke today? You know what I mean? It's like you come home and you're like, I bet you she's go. She finds the stupidest places to puke. I'm like, what made you do this here?
You know, my daughter, when she was like the first 6 months of her life, did nothing but throw up. You feed her, she throws up.
Your daughter?
My daughter. And it was I was feeding her one morning before work, and so I'd give her some formula, and I'd pat her on the back, and she went. Now I swear, I mean, it's like it was a pukey kind of burp, like normal, and I'm looking, I'm like, Jesus, nothing there. Nothing on it. Okay, that's cool. Well, it was all down the back of my shirt, and it was like that all day long.
See, nowadays, if you're out in public, You'd end up as a meme or something.
Well, right. Nobody
No.
said anything to me.
No,
Hey, Todd, what's all that crap down the back of your shirt?
nobody said anything.
Nobody said nothing. Nobody.
Tell you that.
I worked at a retail store. You think a customer would be like, "Is that stuff back of your shirt?" Oh, it's
what-
baby puke.
That freaking Todd stinks. I don't know about you guys.
We got all that white crap down the back of your shirt. The hell's you got going on there?
Freaking Todd's just standing around. Birds are shitting on him.
Because
Just
that's
stands,
that's what it looked like too. Was bird shit.
stands around so much, birds are shitting on him. I knew he didn't do anything.
Oh God Almighty! Look at that door behind me.
Yeah, isn't it ominous?
What happens is
I know. I'm always waiting for someone to just go. Bah!
just to walk in and be like,
They're not gonna. That's a balcony, so they really can't walk in.
"That's pretty cool, though." I was at that balcony.
We're at the Forevermore Studios, where studios, like I have two of them. Studio
Well, this could be
in the old
the
storefront of
upstairs
the
and
theater.
the downstairs. This could be
Okay, so I have two
Studio
studios.
1,
Yep.
and downstairs is Studio 2. Or that
Studio
could be
1,
Studio
Studio
1,
2.
This could be Studio 2. Or you could just say, let's not do the 1 and 2. This could be Studio 4, and downstairs is Studio 5. Not because, kind of like you don't start your checkbook on check number 1. You
Right.
Start it on 1,000.
I do.
Well, I was told that like a lot of places don't like to take starter checks or like checks that are low in numbers because you're a loser. When's the last time you wrote a check?
I still write one for the rent. I still do one for rent.
Yeah,
But literally, I think that's the only thing. Actually,
I usually write a check to pay my taxes twice a year.
I literally have a checkbook in my. But look,
That's one hell of a checkbook.
it's all messed up.
You were defined by your checkbook when I was younger. I mean, it was like kind of like you had to have it where. I mean, look at this. Where is your registry?
Oh, I don't have a registry. What the hell's a registry? Registry.
That's where you put all the your debits. And
Oh no,
That's
I
what
go
apps are
online.
for.
Yeah, I go
Yeah.
online and check, make sure I didn't bounce.
I remember those days. We'd write that stuff down.
Hey man,
We'd say,
I am.
check number 17234 for PNC.
If I did a registry, jobs would be lost.
Well, my mother would get
My
on me.
overdraft fees pay for an employee, someone over there. So I am creating jobs.
I'm creating jobs and putting money back into my community.
Yes. That's how I see it. I go, oh, overdraft. Hey, I paid for that guy's paycheck.
Hey, if somebody really wants to call us, 315 Toy Road. That's TOY, as in boy toy, or road, as in Douglas Road.
Douglas, that's a weird road. Why would you say that road?
Because I used to live on Douglas
Oh,
Road.
okay.
I lived
Yeah.
on 21 Douglas, and I lived on 46 Douglas.
Let us know if you have some weird dinner or if you
Just anything.
had a
we
pet
don't care.
that you'd
Just
rather.
call us, entertain us.
Do you like to eat your pet?
And if you want to become
Does he want to
a
eat my rabbit?
Patreon member,
Patron?
That's
a
right.
Patron member, because we love Patron. If you become a member, then we would have a shot of Patron with you.
Heck yeah.
I think I would.
Why not?
Look at that. And I mean, there's awesome tiers. Like, you can
W.
start off.
The
Oh.
calf. The
Do you say
caffeine-
W or W?
W. Wait, for the websites?
Do you say www or
I don't even-
www?
I don't even say it anymore.
Say W 3 times fast.
www.
www.
I've been drinking.
www. No, it's www.
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 I don't even say it anymore. I just say patron.com. No one needs the www anymore.
I know.
I don't know why people even. Actually, you know, that's funny because like people do radio ads and I
Yeah.
hear them say it. I'm like, that's such a waste of time.
I used to, that's what some of the things I would cut out.
Yeah, you
And
don't
it's
need
like,
it.
You don't, even if you just put in, not even put the .com, just put it. Sometimes you
Yeah.
get in trouble when you put the .com in there because sometimes it might be .org.
Well, if that
know?
you have to be specific about, but it's like, yeah, my website is https://www.
W. Well, when I first worked in the first radio station jobs I worked for is WYUT, the music of your lives, 92.7, Herkimer, New York. And so
Wait, what?
Was that still around when you went
Did you
to school?
say
Probably not.
Y-E-T?
WYUT Yut.
Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, Y-E-Y. I was thinking W.
WYUT, the music of your lives,
Why Yut?
92.7. We got some Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra coming up, and Lou Rawls next, right now with Lady Love, right here at
Why
WYUT 92.7 FM, Herkimer, New York. And it's an old, worn down building. And what was I talking about? I forgot.
See, we have ADD.
I forgot.
About cutting out that www
W.
dot.
Oh, yeah. And it was up on the Thanks Day, and up on the wall, they had a W, and it had double U. And I looked at it, I'm like,
Oh.
because the guy I worked with used to make fun of me because I said W.
W.
He goes, not WWW.
Well, that's what they would call George W. Bush.
Right, W. No,
W. West Side.
W.
West Side. Wait, no.
What's this one?
Do you remember this?
What's this one mean, Nate?
The Shocker.
Shocker.
What's the
What the hell
Shocker?
are you doing?
I just want you to know your son said hi earlier, so I mean,
Mine did? Which one?
Caleb.
Look at. Oh wait, it's backwards. Is it backwards? Blood. Caleb said hi. Hi, Caleb. Wait, Caleb shouldn't be watching this.
That's what I was thinking.
WKRP in Cincinnati. Did you ever watch that? WKRP.
What's that? We didn't have TV until I was like a senior in high school.
You didn't have a television, or you didn't have cable?
We didn't have electricity. Until-
Well,
we were practically Amish.
I'm surprised you got it. I'm surprised you got it now, living in Pierpont.
We were practically. Well, things have grown up a lot in Pierpont. We got ourselves electricity, and I shocked myself 3 times the other day trying to put a light bulb in. I got a new light bulb, and I said, wow, look at that. I said, good God Almighty, let there be light. I said, right there, it's beautiful.
Should be picking on Pierpont like that.
Yeah, it's a
dare
nice
you.
place to stay, and it's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there. I was like in Norwood. You going, Norwood, a nice town.
Yeah, it's a nice place to live.
a nice place to
A
live.
nice. I like that though.
I don't know. I'm like,
You do think about like, was that made recently, or was
nice
that,
place to live.
or
It's
what?
been there
Like
a while.
when they incorporated it, they were like, what should be our tagline? And then one guy in the
nice
back's like,
place to live.
hey, that's a nice place to live. That's pretty good. I like what Bob said.
Kids run wild here. It's a horny
Well,
community.
actually, here's a little trivia about Messina. Do you know how so there's another Messina. Messina here was named after Napoleon.
Andre Messina.
Napoleon Bonaparte's general or whatever. But there's a Messina in Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
Same spelling,
Okay.
and they
Same
named
father.
they named their town after ours. Like literally when they were thinking. So this is actually what happened.
Like
They're in
back
there
the
going,
50s?
all right, this is back in like the 1800s or something
Oh,
like
okay.
that. And they're like, so what should we name our town? And one guy in the back is like, well, I used to live in this town called Messina, and everyone, in Messina, New York. And they're like, that's pretty good. We should use that.
I like Messina.
And they did it.
Messina.
So the guy was from Messina, and when he was just happened to be in the naming committee, and he's like, I was from this town called Messina, and that was pretty nice. And they're like, that's pretty good. Let's use that.
And that's why it's important to advocate for where you live.
Yeah. So they named it after us.
What's the town? Is it Hell, Michigan?
I've never been there.
Excuse me. In Hell, Michigan, they had this little meme. It's so cold in Michigan that hell has freezing over. Freezing? Did I say freezing over? Hell has froze over.
You wouldn't say that if you had a good breakfast.
Or if I was from Augsburg.
Hey, I can't say the word peculiar. I gotta say it
That's a tough
fast.
one. Irregularities.
Regular.
Irregularities.
Calculator.
A calculator.
As my dad would call it, his computer.
Whip out your calculator.
Let me get my computer out. Yep.
Hey, how are we doing on time, Day?
I think it's about time to wrap up
It's
when you
about
All
start.
right, it's
saying
7:30, and I
words weird.
promised my wife I'd be home by 9 o'clock.
She's friggin' watching too. She knows.
I know she
Yeah.
is.
She's like, how is he driving home
and-
if he's right there?
Well, last time I left here and I went across the road and I visited with a friend and stayed a little longer than I should. I wasn't super late, but I was late. So, and I said, if I'm not home by 9, because I give myself till 9,
You
'cause I
should
know-
lock him out.
because we get talking and before you know it, things happen. And she knows that too, all too well. And so I say 9 o'clock is a good time because I know if I should be able to leave here by 8. Plenty of time to get home. And anyways, I got home. She wasn't happy with me. So.
Crack
And
that
I
whip.
told her I would sleep with the dog.
Oh,
'Cause normally it's her job to get up with the dog.
little puppy. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. I'm not. What kind of dog is it?
It's a part beagle, part hound.
Oh my God! What is wrong with you guys? That sounds like the worst dog right now.
No,
No,
it's
it's
a
too
cute
cute.
little puppy.
Ah.
It's a beautiful little, cute little puppy.
I think I'm just becoming a curmudgeon then.
It's a cute little puppy. You saw me, you'd be like, oh, look at it. And then I came home yesterday. Come home late, and my son's in the living room with Max. His name is Maximus.
Oh, Maximus.
And he comes running around the chair, going down to me. Oh, look at little Max! You little, get out of my face! Let me get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. But
Yeah.
but you know, so far, I mean, hasn't. I mean, we've only had him for not even a week, but he's been good. Outside of the fact that we're trying to kennel train him, and you know, we put him in the kennel at night, and well, he sleeps for a while. But right now, you think he's an equivalent of about 1.5 years old in human years. So, I mean, what was? Think of my kids doing 1.5 years. Yep,
Doing
you're
that.
still staying up at night and pooping pants and.
For me, it'd be like having a kid right now. That I just don't want to right now. That's why I love.
I don't want to either.
I love
That's
my
why I
brothers
let
and
my wife
sisters.
do it.
My brothers and sisters, they're having kids right now, and it's awesome because they have them. And it's like, oh, look at your little baby! I love your little baby. I go to your mom and dad.
I'm
now.
treating this dog kind of like I would treat a grandkid. So it's kind of like, oh, this is great. Here you go, honey. You take care of it. You want the dog? I'll spoil it. You take care of it.
I keep telling Ben I want more rat babies. I
Uh,
miss them.
Tina just said she can't go wrong with pugs. My youngest son is dying for a pug.
Yeah.
No,
And he
if
can
you,
have one.
If you squeeze them too hard, their eyes pop out.
I think their eyes are always popping out. They're like,
And you want a rat baby.
Yes, rat
And you're
babies are
making fun of
cute.
pugs?
Yes,
and you
they,
want a
they
rat
look
baby.
like you took a dog and you threw him against a wall, face
And
first.
you want a rat baby.
Yes.
What is wrong with what you listen to what you're saying?
Rat babies are not disfigured, and their eyes don't like bulge out the way
But
pugs
they're
do.
rats. They
Don't
cross. They're,
They
they're
are like
part of the
small
plague. They
dogs.
started the plague.
No, they are like small dogs.
They started the plague.
No, I wouldn't say they started it. I'd say they'd
They
spread it.
they spread the plague.
Humans started the plague. The
yeah,
rats
but,
just
yeah,
helped
but
spread
the
it.
reds, the rats, the rat babies.
this is the best
Wrong.
part of the show.
No, rat
You
babies
guys
are
argue?
adorable. You can teach them
They're
to do
not
tricks, come
adorable.
to their
They're
names.
rats.
No, they're adorable.
Tori
They're
says she wants
rats.
grandchildren.
She wants grandchildren.
Oh no, it says no on
No
grandchildren.
more dogs and no on grandchildren. Again, I don't have to take care of them. Well, I probably might have to. I don't know. I don't know. I think my stepdaughter's the only one probably going to have kids.
Yeah.
So someday, but
You never know what's gonna happen.
I don't know. You know, it's so funny too that I mean, she's like my stepdaughter's like 22, 23. My daughter's 22. You know, well, they're both 22, the same age really, and it's so funny because it's like, you know, they call me up or they got issues or this and that, and I'm like, your problems are so.
Yeah.
You know, but
Oh,
I
wish.
remember those days when it was
I
like,
wish
oh,
I had those problems.
they were right, and I'm thinking, you know, which is and then I go back and I go, I remember talking to my father about these things or my mother, and I'm thinking they're probably thinking like, you don't know the half of it, kid, you know. And I'm like, now I get it.
You get it.
I
Full
get
circle.
it.
Full circle.
So, well, we better wrap up. Listen, too late if you're going to call 315 Toy Road. You lost out.
But you can
You
still
suck.
you can still call and you can leave us a heartwarming message.
Yeah, like you suck. You suck.
We
big
enjoy
time.
messages. If you have questions, comments, if you have something you want us to talk about, if you have anything, just call
Yeah,
us.
so far we've had one phone call.
We did. We had a voicemail. That was awesome.
Yeah, we had a voicemail because it was a wrong number.
That was great.
Because the guy calls like, yeah, is that property still available there in Utica?
And then we called them.
You guys got to make some more phone calls next episode.
We
Yeah,
will.
we can make some phone calls. Who do you want to call?
We're gonna
Well, we
start
can't
having
do it
guests
now.
soon. Now that we're back in the new year. So
Yes, we're working on if we can get some more Patreon.
That's right.
Dollars?
Speaking of Patreon, let's take a look at some of these tiers, you guys.
I mean, if you
Oh, I got the press working, by the way. So we're gonna add some new stuff soon.
okay.
I've got the heat press working.
Oh, the heat press.
Yeah.
So so if you become a
gonna start-
Patreon member, and let's say if we get 100 people, giving $5 a month, that's $500 a month that we have to bring, let's say, dancers, professional dancers in the studio.
Yes. And
Or
considering
maybe
our audience seemed very female, we're gonna get male dancers.
what? No.
There's an awful lot of females.
You got to cater to the
Gotta
audience.
cater to the audience.
Yeah, but I think here's what I feel. I feel that
Here we go.
a
Tangent.
female viewership could look at a female dancer and maybe not look at it the way a guy would, but be like, "Well, looks kind of cool."
Nah.
Right? Now, I was in a strip club in Florida, and I was there. I sat right next to a couple because I'm thinking, you got to sit next to the woman because all the dancers were dancing for her. And I'm thinking, I'm not paying them any money. And I'm making friends with these guys. And they're like, yeah, baby, take it out. And I'm like, all
You're-
right.
You cheapskate.
I am. They're a really nice couple from Ohio. A lot of fun. I had a couple beers with them.
How did you figure out how to be a cheapskate at the?
Because I don't want to give them any money. I mean, strip clubs are like the worst thing in the world.
Oh, they are. They are.
I mean, I love looking at naked women or half naked women, but I mean, it's just like, I'm not, you're just going to get me all worked up for nothing.
yeah.
I can do the same thing at home by myself in the bathroom. I don't need.
Hey, good night, folks.
Yeah, it's a good time to, yeah.
I want you to scratch my back.
Can you imagine that?
Ooh, I want you to climb the walls with those, baby. Oh, I love feet. I'm in search of a mature woman. You know I like to please. Really doesn't matter. You don't have to send a nude. But you could if you please. Because in search of a mature woman, in search of a mature woman, send a pic with reply so I know you're real. It doesn't have to be a nude. Drinking whiskey, loving life.